Good evening, one all. It's Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. That's my call sign. My name is Mac, situated here in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, on the West Mountain. We're approaching 7 p.m. and it's Monday, December, I don't know, 5th, Monday, December 5th, day 17 of my Christmas vacation. Anyways, our host tonight for the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net should be Victor Alpha 3 Charlie Juliet Zulu, a Chuck from the lower city. We'll wait for 7 o'clock to roll around and he'll pick it up.
Thank you for that intro, Mac. We are live. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Bonsoir tout le monde et bienvenue. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, VA3CJZ, opening the Monday night edition of the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net, as we affectionately call the Oopsie Net, or the accidental net, if you wish. For January the 5th, 2026. This net meets here, or this radio club net meets here 5 times a week, 4 times on the VE3ZOE repeater, 443075 with a positive offset. And that would be on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. And on Thursday, we meet here at 7 p.m. on the simplex frequency of 446.125. And Mac VA3IMW generously streams the net on YouTube Live. So just put in his call, once again, VA3IMW in the YouTube search, and you can look for his videos live under the live button, of course. And finally, I'd like to thank Terry, VE3IQL, for the use of this repeater. Hopefully the conditions tonight will allow me people to hear everyone without any issues. I've had issues in the past in the evenings where the repeater doesn't come in quite as well as it does during the day. But nonetheless, let's see if there are any one-and-done stations, priority mobile traffic, who would like to check into tonight's net. Please come now. Well, it looks like the repeater is coming into my location at an S6, which is reasonable and better than a 2, like it has been. All right, so let's open it up and hear from everybody that has welcomed in the new year, 2026, with or without a hangover. This is VA3CJZ. Please come now. VZGNP. VA3WPG. Then let's begin with the first 2 check-ins. We have VE3GNP and VA3WPG. Chris, let's bring in Garnett. VE3GNP, how are you, Garnett? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Chuck. Came out on that. We're not doing cops tonight. We're staying home tonight, so I'm able to check in Garnett tonight, Chuck.
Yeah, that was going to be one of my next questions. If you were heading out for coffee tonight, have you heard about Marty? How's he doing? And is he actually doing the net tonight?
I'm not sure. I know he hadn't done his last 3-4 weeks. Two people's been doing that. I don't know. I'll have to check in on Marty's net and see if he's doing there or not.
Yeah, I know during the holidays some of the nets were not operational, of course. And then I heard he got the flu virus there, like I got, pretty bad. And then he had an accident, I guess, a fall. So I'm hoping everything is good with him. And how about you, Garnett? Are you not feeling well tonight?
No, I'm feeling okay tonight. Dave's not feeling too well. I'm laying down my tail like I already have 15, right?
Oh, yeah. So I had our daughter come visit us today. She had left some things here, and then she wanted to give me a hug goodbye. And I said, well, have you gotten the cold virus yet? She goes, no. And then I said, well, you know, I'd hold off on the hug right now because, you know, I'm still feeling it. So just to be on the safe side, we just decided to not do the physical contact. Anyways, Garnett, nice to hear you in there, my friend. Thanks for checking in. I do appreciate it. And I hope you have a great rest of the evening.
Thanks for checking out on VA3IMW clear.
All right, then. So let's bring in number 2, VA3WBG. How's the hangover, Chris?
Everybody, VA3WBG, doing good. Nothing to put in tonight. No HF today. Just flipped my radio on a little while ago. Ain't got none for today. We'll be listening in case Bill checks in and is still wanting to take a little jaunt around the neighborhood tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll be listening in the background, and I will not be lasting long enough for the music net tonight even. It's going to be an early one, but that's it for me for now. VA3WPG.
Okay, Chris. Yeah, we'll wait and see if we hear from UK, and let's see what's going on there. All right. Well, thanks for your check-in, Chris. Always appreciate it. And now I'm getting some fuzzy, not clear sounds out of the repeater, so I've been listening to you on reverse. Great signal, by the way, on reverse. Almost full strength over here at my location. So anything else you can think of before I do another call out?
Your audio is twice as loud to me here on reverse in the repeater.
Are you trying to tell me my audio is too loud?
We're trying to be polite, but you're kicking the repeater's butt on reverse.
All right. I think I turned it down a wee bit there. It should be a lot better. Okay, Chris, thanks for that input. And if you have anything else, of course, at any time, break back in. And so I'd like to acknowledge Noel, who's checked in on the YouTube stream. Once again, if you're just joining us, Mac is streaming the net live. That's VA3CJZ that you will look for in the YouTube search. And I see Noel has checked in, VE3KDT. Good evening, Noel. How are things? How is the move? And have you seen the kids yet? And then we have Mike from Paris, Texas, Whiskey Bravo 5, Kilo Whiskey Kilo. Good evening, Mike, and welcome to the Monday night accidental net here on behalf of the Lake Ontario Radio Club. And that call sign is VE3LOW, the Lake Ontario Radio Club. Once again, Victor Echo 3, Lima Oscar Whiskey. Mike, I will add you to the log momentarily. And we got Larry, VE3LBI, and of course, Mac, the net control for the YouTube stream, VA3IMW. Okay, with that, let's see who else would like to do a check-in here on the Monday night accidental net. VE3LBI.
VA3IMW.
Mr. Mike, VA3NG. Did you slip on some shreddies there, Steve? We got you that time. All right, so we got LBI, IMW, and NFG. Let's bring in Larry, VA3 Bravo, India.
Evening all, everybody on the net tonight. Didn't do too much. Well, actually, this afternoon we decided it was nice outside, so we took all the Christmas lights down and off the front of the house and all the garland, so we got that all put away downstairs. So all set to go until next year.
Yeah, good for you. I wanted to get rid of, well, I told the missus, I said, you know, I'm going to turn the lights off after Sunday night. And she's not off work till Thursday and Friday. So we really won't get the lights down until then. But yeah, I don't like leaving it too long. So yeah, no HF work for me today either. I listened there and it was a little bit rough, and I just said, okay, we'll come back to it later. So later means in the evening. But tonight we've got a few nets going on. Of course, the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club has their UHF VHF net on the VE3NCF repeaters. And then at 8 p.m., Rick will do the HF net on behalf of the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club on the frequency of 7.100, once again at 8 p.m. So good for you, Larry. Why don't you come over here and do ours?
I don't know. What's the pay like?
About as much as I offer the kids that want to shovel my driveway when there's 2 inches on the ground.
You don't have a driveway. What are you talking about?
Oh, sorry, the little path that we have. Yeah, I'll walk way up to the porch, and then, of course, about 25 feet, maybe 30 feet of sidewalk.
I know, just kidding with you, Chuck. All right, that's it. Nothing else to pick up really or to say. I just saw Mike was in there, so I'll say hello to him. Noel's in there too, so I'll say hello to him. Haven't seen Albert. Maybe he's snowbound. All right, I'll pass it back to you. Thanks for doing it tonight. Easter LBI.
Yeah, he's either still shoveling or fixing the Bobcat. All right, very good, Larry. Thanks again, and have a great rest of the evening. And so with that, let's bring in Mac of the VA3IMW.
Good evening, Chuck, and all on net. Speak of the devil, there is VA3BT, who is also checking in from Snowy Berry and waving a hand. So looks like he's safe and sound after all. Yeah, special welcome to Mike from Paris, Texas. What is he? Whiskey Bravo 5 Kilo Whiskey Kilo. And Noel London from who knows where. Day 17 of my Christmas vacation. You know what that means. Tomorrow we're back to it. So I'm going to be extra special careful to make sure I get a good night's sleep and get up bright and early tomorrow morning so I can get on the road. So yeah, you've already mentioned checking in for Marty's net at on the NCF repeaters. By the way, from what I gleaned last week, Marty was out of town visiting family in Ottawa as of last Monday. That's why he wasn't on the net, meaning that he was out of the hospital over his flu. And if the rumor of a fall, yeah, it would be interesting to hear him regale the total experience. But yeah, as of last Monday night, it sounded like he was back to himself doing grandpa duties. But other than that, thanks for doing this one, Chuck. Radio conditions not terribly bad today. Bunch of new parks and contacts mostly 20 and 40 meters. I did dabble around with some of the higher bands. There wasn't a lot of activity up there, but actually it was strange that 12 and 10 meters sounded like screaming into a vacuum. So I'm thinking those were a little bit on the dull side. Anyways, certainly appreciate you doing what you're doing. And I guess it's a big coin toss as far as our net controller for tomorrow night. Let's remind Bill when he comes in to confirm whether or not he's going to be available or not, and then we can arm wrestle for whoever wants to take it over, unless Noel's going to be back in town for a visit. Back to you, Charles. Thanks for doing it.
Yeah, okay. Where do I begin? Okay, yeah, so I don't mind doing it tomorrow, unless someone else wants to raise their hand and try their hand at being net controller for a brief period for the Lake Ontario Radio Club net for Tuesday. If not, no worries, I can jump in there, Mac. And I noticed a call sign that I can't find anywhere in the database, and that would be Whiskey Zulu 3 Bravo Victor. If you can give us your name and location, and how come I can't find that call sign anywhere? Anyways, welcome to the net regardless. Everyone is welcome here. You just can't key up on the radio unless you have a valid license. So with that, Mac, where else do I go here? Yeah, so we'll have to wait and see. I'm sure there'll be plenty of time to check in. Do you know if Marty's doing the net right now, Mac?
I don't, in fact, know exactly. By the way, what you see as Whiskey Zulu 3 Bravo Victor is not actually Mike's call sign. He is Whiskey Bravo 5 Kilo Whiskey Kilo. That's just some weird thing that's happening where YouTube is naming him when he comes in at MRRice-WZ3BV. That's Mike in Paris, Texas, and Whiskey Bravo 5 Kilo Whiskey Kilo. Anyways, I'm going to just assume that Marty should be back in town and pounding away with the check-ins for the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club net. So we'll see what happens once we finish up here and bounce over there. Thanks again, Charles. Back to you.
Recheck VA3IMW.
Okay, thanks, Mac. And LBI recheck, go ahead.
Yeah, Marty's back in town. I just looked up there. He's doing the net tonight. So that's it. All right, VA3IMW clear.
All right, very good. Thanks for that update, Larry. And I see the Wayne, VA3FM Fox Mike Bravo from Mississauga has checked in. And Mark, I'm not sure if he's at home or at work, but welcome, gentlemen. I'll add you to the log here momentarily. And so with that clears my list. Let's see who else is out there would like to check into the Monday night accidental net. This is VA3CJZ.
FG recovering from the slip shreddies.
Oh, there's a call sign with a blank next to it. My apologies, Steve. VA3 November Fox Golf. Come on in. Sorry about that.
Oopsie.
Yeah, it's okay, Chuck. Yep, that's right, Mac. We'll call it an oopsie. Good night for it. So anyway, having a day off here, just relaxing. My car is up at the garage. I don't know if I mentioned it before. The gear shift D, or the gear shift indicator D, started flashing at me a couple weeks ago. So it turns out it was one of the solenoid sensors there, something to do with the clutch plate or the clutch pressure plate. It's job is it regulates how much fluid is to be used while it's shifting throughout the automatic gears there. So probably one of a billion components to a transmission. So it's $168, even if it was a faulty light. I wish it was. It'd only be $168. So it's going to end up costing a little bit north of $500 tax in, and they need a couple days to do it. So told them to go ahead and order the part, and we'll maybe get it in on the following Monday. So that's about it for my exciting day 1 of 2 off. That's all I got there, Chuck. Back to you, VA3CJZ, VA3IMW.
Yeah, ouch. Cha-ching. Listen, I actually missed what the specific item that failed was. Was it a sensor, a clutch plate, what?
He said it's a sensor that, so I guess it's malfunctioning, and it is not regulating the transmission fluid properly throughout the shifting of the gears, is what they told me.
Well, hopefully they don't have to take apart half your transmission to get to that darn sensor. Don't you hate that when smart things become dumb? That reminds me, I don't know who has any of those Amazon devices at home, those smart devices, either Echo Show or Echo Dot. I have both of those. And a recent upgrade was made, and the young lady's voice changed. She became younger. And I have 2 of them in tandem down here in stereo. And sometimes I'll get an answer from the younger version, female voice, and other times I'll get the older sounding or the original female voice that was in there. It's quite weird. My wife and I caught that last night and called it the mother and daughter, both occupying the same space there in that Echo Dot smart device. Anyhow, Steve, sorry to hear about your having to burp the wallet unexpectedly, but I hope that's it, and your car runs smoothly at least for the remainder of the winter. It always sucks to break down in this type of weather. Thanks for your check-in, Steve. Anything else for us?
No, that'll be it. Yeah, no doubt they gotta drop the transmission to get at the sensor. Isn't that always the way? Other than that, that's all I got, Chuck. Carry on there with the net, sir, and thanks for doing it, VA3IMW.
All right, Steve. That kind of reminds me of when I used to have a Chevrolet. God, what the heck was that? I had the name just a minute ago. It was an old 4-banger. Anyways, the starter, to remove the starter, it was mounted on the firewall, and you had to actually lift the engine off of the motor mounts in order to access bolt number 2. In order to remove starter. So, yeah, those engineers, man. I don't know. Okay, Steve, thanks again. So, that clears my list. Let's start over and see who else is out there. Would like to check into the Monday night accidental net. By the way, the accidental net, for the backstory, for those who don't know, the Lake Ontario Radio Club used to run 7 days a week, and then we went to a reduced schedule. And one Monday night, I'm sitting here, and 7 o'clock rolls around, and nobody is starting the net. So I say to myself, well, maybe I'll take over, because sometimes the net controller doesn't it doesn't make it on time or for whatever reason. So I said, what the heck? So I started the net up, only to find out that there was no net on Monday night, but now there is. Hence the Oopsie net, or the accidental net. With that, I'll take check-ins.
Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor.
All right, Mark, Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor. Come on in.
Good evening, Chuck, everyone on net, as well as all on the YouTube stream there. Just wanted to give you a check-in, Chuck. Not too much to report here. Not a lot of radio for me of late because I did work right through the weekend on a little bit of a 3-day swing. So I was home today, kind of enjoyed that, gave the dog some proper exercise for a change so he wouldn't act like a Mexican jumping bean. I did do a little radio late morning, so I went on. I found 20 to be a little noisy. I put a S4 or 5 noise level, and as I scrolled, I could not hear a lot of stations. So I did grab a couple, and then I checked out the other bands and got one on 17, one on 10. So 4 parts for me today. That was it. That car you were mentioning, would that have been a Chevy Vega or a Chevette by chance? Back to you, Chuck.
Oh, now that you mention it, it was a Chevette. That's right.
I do recall them. They were kind of popular. Never owned one, though. What about that radio, Chuck? Have you decided to pull the trigger on anything yet?
Well, you know, I would if they'd have it in stock. I am not a big fan of buying something and having to wait God knows how long for the product. When I buy it, I want to know that it's going to be shipped out within 1 or 2 days, and then I'm happy. So you got to wait for them to bring it in stock there, Mark. So hopefully by the end of this month, they'll have everything in order.
Yes, roger that, I understand. I've heard you mention it. I just meant that you decided on a model, is what I was kind of alluding to. Yeah, a lot of sickness around. You guys were talking about that. There's a lot of flu and cold in the workplace and in everybody's circle of acquaintances. So I did get the shot. I had a little bout about a week and a half ago, and I fought it off in about 4 days. So I don't know if that helped or not, but it certainly didn't hurt me. Anyway, Chuck, that's all I have. I'm listening along for the duration. Wanted to give you an HF check-in, and I will be listening along. So, Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor.
All right, well, good for you. And, the thing is, though, it would have been pointless to get the flu shot this year because they admitted it that the vaccine is not for the current flu virus. As a matter of fact, every flu shot is 1 year behind because they make the vaccine because of the last flu virus. So I don't know, but going through what I went through this time, oh my gosh, it's making me think twice about getting one for next year there, Mark. So yeah. Anyhow, thanks again for your RF check-in, Mark, and keep working so I can get my old man check at the end of the month. All right, so that clears my list once again. I want to say hello to Mike, Victor Echo 3, under every tank, VE3UET, chicken in. All right, Mike, I have your chicken, and it's right here in the log. Thanks. So I'm looking for RF check-ins now. Please come now. All right, so we've got 12 check-ins so far. Let's do, we're awfully close to 7:30. I haven't heard EKJ in a while. Hope he's doing all right. So let me do another call out. This will be one of the last calls for the Monday night Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. This is VA3CJZ. Oh, I was wondering, I wanted to ask Albert in Barrie, VA3BT, how much snow do you guys, are you guys tunneling through a maze of pathways at work, or, well, we're looking to get some nice positive temperatures here in the next few days. Today was like +3, I think, and right now it's +2 this evening, and well, let's see. So everyone is below except for Hamilton. So we've got Barrie sitting right now at -4, Calgary at -15. That's the winner. Regina is -13, and Winnipeg -6. And my buddy that lives down in Las Vegas, Nevada, is enjoying a crispy 17 degrees Celsius. So not bad at all. So with that, this is the last call for the Monday Night Net. Please come now. All right then, so without further ado, I'll wrap up this net for tonight. I want to thank everybody who joined me and checked in either on YouTube or on the radio, of course. And I want to wish everyone a great start to 2026. Think positive and be positive. As I mentioned, tonight we had 12 check-ins, and I want to wish everybody happy DXing. And don't forget, Support Your Parks weekend is coming up at the end of the month. And I believe there's still time to get an award before the end of January, I think, on QRZ for the 12 days of Christmas. So with that, I'll say goodnight all. This is VA3CJZ saying be kind to one another and be safe out there. Ciao for now.
That'll bring the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net to a close, but a little bonus offering for Monday evening. We're going to slide over and listen to the tail end of the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club Net on the NCF repeater.
Good stuff. So they can look at that. Make sure you read the rules because it's a little different than red.
We got here just in time for the announcements.
There's something organized with the club, so we're going to be doing it from home, and depending on whether you're outside in your backyard or inside, depends on your class. So it's different than the regular field day, but you can use software that's designed for regular field day, and that should work for you. Okay, the weekend coming up is the 10th and the 11th. Well, we got a couple of contests before that. Tomorrow, January the 7th, at 17 on Zulu to 21 on Zulu. Just a short one. It's Jeff with Jeff activity contest. So that's one that maybe a few people are into FPA can look into that one. Then on Leaders Series, the UKEICC contest. Not sure what that is. It's only up for an hour. 2,000 Zulu to 2,100 January the 7th. So that's this week coming up. And coming up in the weekend, 00 Zulu January the 10th for 24 hours to 23:59. So it starts on a Friday night at 7 p.m. and that'll be one contest. So again, you can look these up on contestcounter.com on TV. calls, new contest. And 500 Zulu to 0859 Zulu January 10th. I've never heard of that one, so we'll check that out on the calendar, and that should be good. Okay, KCC has a weekend sprintathon this weekend coming up. 1200 Zulu January 10th to 2400 Zulu January 11th. So you're aware of that one, Marty?
Yes, I am aware of that one. That's a good one. 36 hours, Saturday morning to Sunday afternoon, like Saturday morning at 7 to Sunday afternoon at 7. And yeah, if you want to make a few points, that's the one to be on. And I know somebody in the Burlington Club that's going to be on that, because he's in his last 200 contacts before he becomes a senator. So that's Bill Rubenstein. So he's reached his T times 8. He's gunning for senator, Rick. So he'll for sure be on that one. Over.
Okay, so anybody that wants to learn CW or going slowly, go slow on that one and give out numbers. So good practice. Good practice if you want to get into CW. I know there's a few people that have indicated they want to get into CW, but haven't heard of them doing much with it. So, okay, the PSK 63 prefix contest is also on 1200 Zulu to 1200 January 10th to 1200 Zulu January 11th. So that's another 24-hour one. And then the next one is probably a fairly big one in CW. I'll keep presenting. Okay, the North American CUSO Party in CW, 1800 Zulu, January 10th to 0559, January 11th. There'll be a lot of activity for that probably. Okay, let's see, there's a couple more, quite a few on this weekend. The NRAU Baltic contest is split up into two contests. One for sideband, one for CW. The sideband one is 0600 to 0800. That's like a sprint, January the 11th. And the CW one is 0830 to 1030, January 11th. So that contest is split up. And again, look up contestcalendar.com. Okay, and the DRC 10-meter contest, that's Germany, and that'll be 0900 Zulu to 1059 Zulu, January 11th. So 10 meters is open. We might hear Europe, and so we might be able to give out a few contacts on that. The main idea is turn your reach up for everyone and have some fun. So the RSGB, that's the Radio Society of Great Britain, has an FS contest in data, 1300 Zulu to 1700 Zulu, January 11th. Okay, that's it for contests. And so we're going to be on tonight on 7100, and we're really thinking about moving to 80 meters. Any objections or anybody think that's a bad idea, come on there and tell me about it. And okay, around Thursday, we've missed the last two Thursdays, so Warplane Heritage was closed, and so and Murray was away too. So we did not do anything on the TP net for Thursday at 3 o'clock. So look for the TP net, VA3CWM, on Thursday at 3 p.m. till 4 p.m. And that's this Thursday coming up. Okay, the only other thing was club announcements, and Peter already did that. We have an exec meeting on Thursday night. All Hamilton Radio Club members are welcome to that meeting, and all the information is on the website. And let's see what else we got. In the month, I guess it'll be the 29th, if I'm not mistaken. Peter probably not sure about that. Again, that'll be on the website. Meeting for anyone that wants to come out to see our activity. That's at 42 China North at St. Paul's United Church. That's all I got there, Marty. So back to you. And glad to hear you back. VA3BK.
Glad to be back, Rick. Thanks for that. 73, thank you for the announcements, and good luck with the net tonight. And I presume when you go on 80, will you be going on 3755? Over.
Oh, we're going to go back to the frequency we used before, 3693. But if anybody thinks that's a really good idea, the thing has been long, and I checked out, I did a test with a guy near London. I could not hear him on 40, but I worked him on 3693. We did a test there just before Christmas, and it worked out pretty good. So I heard him very well. He's in Berry's Big, and that's near London there. Over.
Hey, well, that's great. I wrote the frequency down there, Rick, and so if we don't hear you on 7100 later on, check 3693 and see if there's any activity there. Okay, thanks, Rick. 73 for now. You're number 16 on the list.
Okay, we'll go there, Marty, and we'll talk to you later. 73 for now. VA3BK.
All right, well, that was Rick with the announcements, and we're standing by for further check-ins on the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club Monday night. Anyone, anywhere, please call now.
Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey.
Alpha 3, Charlie Oscar Foxtrot.
Okay, well, we'll start with Mac, Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey. Go ahead, Mac, please.
Good evening, Marty. Good to hear you on the radio again. Rumors have spread far and wide about you coming down with a bout of the flu and perhaps having a fall, but was nice to hear as of last weekend you were back doing grandpa duties and visiting family in Ottawa. I believe that's the story. Anyways, you sound nice and chipper now, so obviously you're over the humps and bumps that may have upset your schedule. Been a very busy Christmas season from a radio standpoint. Lots of good contacts on various bands. Strangely enough, 20 meters has been really performing, especially later in the day. Been able to make a lot of contacts through British Columbia, Washington State, Oregon, and California. And on 20 meters, that's quite a haul. So, and I mean voice, not CW. So that's working good. Also, there is an available award for anybody who hunts or activates a park during the first week of the new year. That's the New Year's Activator or Hunter Award. And we also have Support Your Parks a weekend coming up towards the tail end of the month. So lots of stuff to do on Parks on the Air and stuff like that. Other than that, Marty, fill us in on the details. Just let us know that you're 150% of your former self and back in your full health.
Mac, the story is like this. I had, I guess, bronchitis or something. It was causing me to cough, and I coughed so hard I did something in the rib cage there and had actually a little bit of internal bleeding and terrible pain when I coughed, and so it was a battle to get over that, to clear my lungs without coughing, and so I took some of that Robitussin and worked through all of that, taped up my ribs with KT tape, kinesiology tape, and we're better now. We're much better, and the cough is gone, the congestion is almost 100% gone, and the ribs seem to be feeling much better. No more visible blood on how, like when you bang yourself in the eye and you get a black did to my ribs was coming out. Anyway, we're over it. We're good. We're clear. We're feeling much better. Over.
Well, that's absolutely very good news, Marty. Appreciate sharing that. Yeah, we always get concerned when some of our old hammies disappear suddenly and you have no idea where they've gone. But yeah, a little coughing is better. Sorry, a little coughing is better than a big cough-in. Hi. Keep up the good work there, and yeah, stay on the top side, Roger.
Roger. Okay, well, thanks, Mac. Is Chuck close behind you, over?
Oh, I'm sure he's right around the corner.
Hey, well, I'd love to hear from him too. So thanks for the check-in, and hope to talk to you down the log. 73, Mac. All right, Damien, Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Oscar Foxtrot. Sorry to keep you waiting. Go ahead.
No problems, Marty. Good to hear you back, and hope you enjoyed yourself up at Ottawa. Yeah, not too much to report tonight. I'll be coming up to I believe to go up for coffee, and I'll speak to a few of them. And over.
Okay, well, I just got back from an 8-hour drive, Damien, though I won't be in the car again tonight, but enjoy the evening and the fellowship there. Wish I was there. 73 for now, Damien. Over.
Yeah, thanks, Marty. My daughter was going up the other way today, and I heard there was a lot of troubles on the freeway up there on the 401 was closed somewhere. Over.
We got through before that happened. It was closed, partway down. I just forget the spot, but we were through there by the time that happened. But yeah, it was center bear conditions, and traffic was moving reasonably when we went through. And I took a nice long break for supper at Belleville, and got back on the road. Things were much better, and of course, minus 15 in Ottawa when we left there. It's it was I think around -1 in Hamilton, so big difference. And the driving was like that too.
Yeah, it's been some challenging driving over Christmas, New Year, and I guess we're in the middle of winter, and but yeah, those extreme temperature changes are quite incredible. Okay, I'll leave it at that. 73, speak to you later.
Damien, 73, good to hear, thanks. All right, any further check-ins on the Monday check-in net, please call now.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. Chuck, good evening, sir, and how are you?
Well, good evening, Marty, and all on net. Chuck here in the east end of Hamilton. Doing much better during just before the holiday season started there. I got this crazy flu virus that almost made me tap out and go to the hospital, but I didn't. And now it's just basically a chest cold, but man, oh man, that was a rough one, Marty. So I'm glad you're over whatever it is you got, and wishing you nothing but health and happiness in 2026. The A-Reg did not falter over the holidays. I did the net on Christmas Eve, and then once again on New Year's Eve to keep the amateur radio exchange group going nonstop. So it was a lot of fun having people check in, and we had a bunch of trivia. So always entertaining for a couple of hours on Wednesday evening there, Marty. Other than that, nothing spectacular. I'm waiting for a certain radio to get in stock. The Yaesu FT1 Optima. That's the radio with the amplifier. And once the store that I want to buy it from gets it in stock, I think I'm going to pull the trigger on that. That'll be my very first in-the-box, brand new HF radio.
Huey checked in earlier this evening, and we were his first contact on the FT1 field. So there's another one in the neighborhood there. Over.
Oh yes. Huey is less than 250 feet from my doorstep, and so he mentioned it to me there over the weekend. So good for him. I know there's a lot of updates that you have to do now because they had a few bugs they had to fix. So you have to do the updates in a certain order, and once that's all done, you're good to go there. So I can't wait to get the whole system and have fun with a brand new radio there, Marty.
I think that's wonderful, and I hope things happen soon for you. And it's nice to know a few people with the same radio because you all sort of encounter the same problems about the same time. So there's usually some help. You can chat it up with somebody and get a few pointers. So anyway, exciting times, Chuck. Thanks for sharing with us, Chuck, and thanks for the check-in. And congratulations on the Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve nets there. Over.
All right, Marty. Well, thank you for doing what you do, also for the amateur radio community, and it's always a pleasure chatting with you. I'll let you pick up some more, and thanks again. VA3CJZ.
Okay, Chuck, 73. All right, we're listening for any further check-ins on the Monday check-in net. This is VE3QEE, acting as net control for the weekly Hamilton Amateur Radio Club check-in net. Anyone, anywhere? Please call now.
Victor Echo 3, November Papa Hotel.
Victor Echo 3, Lima Bravo India.
November 2, Romeo Juliet.
Okay, well, let's stand by and let's hear from Nikki, VE3NPH. Go ahead, please.
Hi, Marty. Glad to hear you're back. I've been working way too hard today, so it's not a bad thing that my computer just kicked me off of it. We were up in Ottawa recently as well. It is crazy, the difference in weather up there.
Yeah, I knew that you were up in that area there, and yeah, you can verify my comments about the cold. It sure is cold up there. Over.
It really is. It's like the difference in how much snow they get and the temperature is just crazy for how close it is.
I think you must have come back when the weather was a little better than it was today. But anyway, good to hear you're back, and I may have a graphic I'd like you to do for me sometime. Same kind of thing that you did at the flea market. Over.
Yep, that's no problem. Just email it to Peter. And have a good night, everyone. 7-3.
Hey, Nikki, thanks a lot. 73. All right, Larry, VE3LBI, go ahead.
Yep. Hey, Marty, everybody on that. Happy New Year, everybody. Christmas was good, Marty. Got a group of 14 over, including ourselves, for a very nice turkey dinner and quite a good evening.
Sounds wonderful, and I bet that your corner there was just rocking, Larry. Glad to hear it. 14, that's a nice number. Over.
Yep, most of it was family, a couple of friends also at the same time. So, all right, Marty, I won't tie it up. It's getting late, and you got another check-in behind me, so I'll pass it back to you. Glad you got home safe there from Ottawa. I don't know if I want to be driving in this type of weather it is, so we'll see what we got tomorrow. All right, thanks, Marty.
Hey, Larry, 73. All right, Rhea, November 2, Romeo Juliet, and I presume you're in New Jersey. Over.
Yeah, VE3QEE, this is N2RJ. Good evening to you, Marty, and good evening to all friends on the net. Yeah, I'm in Jersey. It's funny. I did want to travel to Trinidad sometime, but with all the stuff going down there, Venezuela, I don't think that's a good idea right now. But anyway, I'll save that discussion for another time. Nice to hear you back. We miss you. We heard that you were not doing so well, and always get worried with ham friends, but nice to see you back. And we had a good, quiet Christmas here, and we had a good, good Happy New Year. And what else? I'm building a new radio right now. They're called a LARCSAT from VA3IMW. He's out of Hyderabad in India, and he's a friend of mine. He's also a fellow director of the ARDC board. And he actually he made a radio called the LARCSAT. So I'm building that. It's a really simple 40-meter analog radio kit. So anyway, that's all I have. -1 degrees Charlie here. It's cool. Can't be as cool as it is in Ottawa. I've been there once. Probably go back when it's warm. Also, VA2RBI is waiting to check in as well. Back to you, VA3QE. This is N2RJ.
Hey, Rhea, thank you. Is that Farhan, VU2EFE, over?
Yeah, Farhan, VU2EFE. He's a very good friend of mine. And he also is a director of the board of Amateur Radio Digital Communications Foundation, over.
Right, I've met him at Dayton a few years back. Anyway, good luck with building the radio. I know that's lots of fun, and it's a great source of pride once you get the thing up and running. So good luck with that. Keep us posted, Rhea. Anyway, okay, we'll be clear with you, and thank you for the check-in. November 2, Romeo Juliet, this is VE3QEE.
Okay, 7-3 Marty, and be on the lookout for VU2RBI. He's on All-Star, waiting to check in.
Right, standing by for Victor Uniform 2, Romeo Bravo India. Romeo Bravo Juliet, rather.
VA3QB2 Radio Bravo India, very pleasant. Good morning to the net controller, and good morning to Rhea. Thank you, Rhea, for introducing to the net. I spoke to these people a long time back, but now it's a local time here. It is 6:25, and I'm Bharati Bravo Hotel Alpha, Radio Alpha Tango Hotel India. I'm from Hyderabad, where Echo comes up. I know Farhan very well. He's a good friend of mine, and he made QRP rigs with the 20 watts. I do have one in my radio shack. I always work on HF on 10 meters and 20 meter and 40 meter, and I like to work on FT8 and RTTY, and I do this VHF nets also. And thank you. And we have one conference, India conference in Ekuling, and especially YLs. I would like to invite Indian YL net, especially Indian YL net. All these YLs who are interested, they can join in our Indian YL net. But on Saturdays, we have India conference net. So we are inviting old mans to join. If anyone is interested, they can join on Saturday, and they can hear a lot of Indian hams they try. Thank you for giving me a time. My information is okay in qrbird.com. VA3QBT, VU2 Radio, Bravo, India. My sister, VU2 Mike Yankee Lima, is also in the net. You can call her from India. VU2RBI, over.
Okay, we'll look you up, Victor Uniform 2, Romeo Bravo India. I know you've checked into this net before, and thank you for the information about your Saturday morning net, which is open to all. So Carol has mentioned that as well. And it's really good of you on Tuesday morning at 6:25 in the morning to think of us here in the evening in Canada. So thank you for the check-in and thank you for the invitation to join your net on Saturday morning. All right, well, and very interesting that you're using the Bitex radios as well. Yeah, Farhan really has a following there, and I've seen a number of those radios that they built around here, so they're quite successful, and it's nice to hear that you've been using them for FT8 and some other modes there on 20 and 40. So thank you for the check-in, and all the best to you until we talk again. 73 for now from VE3QEE.
Good evening. The time
Okay, VA3IMW. My sister is also here. My elder sister, VA2 Mike Yankee Lima. She is also joined. And our Indian warriors knew about this match because of Carol. We are thankful to Carol. And we always regularly check in every day and talk to each other. So we came about your match. Thanks to Carol. And 73 Namaste from India. The local temperature is 14 degrees Celsius. And I came to know that you people are having cold and cough. So I suggest you all to can have it ginger tea and cardamom and the ginger tea every day, morning and evening. I hope you will respite from the cold and cough, and you feel better from the cold and cough. Right? Anyhow, thank you. 73, Namaste. VA3QEE, VA2 Radio Bravo, India.
All right, thank you for the best wishes. And yes, we have to get lots of sleep and lots to drink and look after ourselves here to get over this. Lot of that going around. Anyway, all the best until we meet again. You're number 23 in the log. Thanks for the check-in, and I think we're over time, so I'm going to take this opportunity to wrap up the net. VE3QEE. I'd like to thank everybody who did check in to the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club Monday check-in net, the first one of 2026. Hopefully there'll be many more. Please tune in next week, same time, same frequency. And until then, have fun on the air. 73 for now from VE3QEE and the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club. The net is closed and will return the frequency to normal amateur use.
Can you call VA3IMW over?
Okay, could we have that call sign again, please?
Victor Uniform number 2, Mexico, Yokohama, London. VU2, Mike Yankee Lima from India.
Mike something India.
VU2, Mike Yankee Uniform number 2, Mexico, Yokohama, London. VU2, Mike Yankee Lima. Victor Uniform number 2, Mexico, Yokohama, London. VU2, Mike Yankee Lima from India.
Okay, we got it that time. Victor Uniform 2, Mike Yankee Lima. Go ahead, please.
Very pleasant good evening and good morning from here. This is Victor Uniform number 2, Mike Yankee Lima, returning. Thank you very much for giving the opportunity to talk with you. Very pleasant good morning once again. My handle is Rama, Radio Alpha Mike Alpha Rama. QTH is Hyderabad. Thank you very much for this nice enjoyable show with you. The weather is cool and comfortable, pleasant weather in Hyderabad now. Nothing special. I will say my 73s. Wish you Happy New Year to you and your family members. See you next week. This is Victor Uniform number 2, Mike Yankee Lima. Back to you.
Victor Uniform 2, Mike Yankee Lima. Thank you for the contact from Hyderabad, India. In the morning, we're still in the evening here in Hamilton, Ontario. I think your name Sundari, is that correct? Over.
My handle here is Rama, Radio Alpha Mike Alpha, Radio Alpha Mike Alpha, Rama. QSL?
A QSL, Rama, thank you for that. Okay, well, nice to make your acquaintance. I think this is the first time you and I have talked, but thank you for the contact. And I've written it down, so I'll remember the next time. 73 for now from Hamilton. This is Victor Echo 3, Quebec Echo Echo, back to Victor Uniform 2, Mike Yankee Lima.
NCFVHF, repeater disconnected. Node VA3WHU disconnected.
That sounds like the whole show's finished now. Thank you, everyone, for following along on YouTube. We'll be back here tomorrow night with another edition of the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net at 7 p.m. 7 3s, one and all. That's how we say goodbye.